Hi there, good morning. This is me, Nick Mikhail, the chief of the 300. Alright, today this this video is not going to be about taking loans or whatever. Alright, this is this video is dedicated to the NEA and dedicated to the Police Force of Singapore because I find that things are just not right. Today at about 10:45 p.m, I was out with my son, so my wife was at home alone. Because she took a second jab, so she was very groggy, she was not feeling very well, so she stayed home. So at 10:45, 6 individuals, 4 from the NEA and 2 from the police force, came to the house because they said that there were some neighbors had complained that this house had a party and there were a lot of people inside. So basically, before I came back, this house was very dark. There were no car here, but the gate was open, right? So it was very dark and there was only one person inside. So what happened was, when I saw to NEA and to the police force, I have the CCTV of outside and inside the house of what happened, right? This is more to the NEA, not to the police force. So what happened was very simple. They received a complaint. So they were walking around, they were finding the house, and when they found the house, right? Guys, this is my house, right? This is the border. This is not your father's house for you just to barge into the door. You cross this, it's trespassing already. But you guys open and just go to the door. The mistake, my wife, because she was sick, she was a bit nervous, she was scared because 6 individuals just rushed the house like that. She opened the door. When the NEA guy said, "Can we check the house?" First of all, where's your warrant? If you have a warrant, is that warrant under a court order? Because I know when you want to conduct a search for someone's house, it must be a court order. Or if the police wants to use their warrant card, it must be they must believe that something wrong is happening for them to use their warrant card. If not, it's going to be abuse of power. So the thing is, my wife let them enter.
The UI said the officers knocked on the door of the house and identified themselves. They explained the purpose of their visit after a woman opened the door. She agreed to allow the officers to enter and escorted them around the house to facilitate their checks, said UI.
And from the camera I saw one male and a guy. He escorted my wife to the room. Why only one guy escorted my wife to the room who was in pajamas? The female officer was busy looking at the frames, looking at the house, looking at things. Everything is caught on camera. Everything is caught on camera, right? And most of the guys are just standing around. The 2 police officers they are police officers, but they become bouncer, both guarding the door just like that.
All 3 of UI's safe distancing enforcement officers, one of whom is female, followed her in a single file for the inspection, and were mostly in each other's line of sight.
If you are guarding the door just like that, you on the body cam for what? The reason for you to on your body cam is to follow my wife inside her room or to wherever it is. So if anything wrong, the body cam can justify. Both of you on the body cam, both of you stand in front of the door. Are you all police or bouncers? And the best thing is, the NEA officer, most of them, from what I see from the camera, yes, you were looking out, but most of them were looking at my personal things. Look at my fish tank, look at my frames, look at the table. You guys looking for people or looking for things? Someone complained. It's very simple. House was dark. No car. House was quiet. Inside also house dark. Someone complained there's a party. So you mean anybody who claims there's a party, anybody who claims they're someone who's breaking the law of gathering, you just come and just raid like that? Are you guys the law or cowboys? You know, last few weeks, Dr. Maliki, if you are hearing this, if this reached to you, Dr. Maliki came to this estate and asked me, "Well, how's this estate?" I said, "This estate is good." But Dr. Maliki, this is just not right. Look at all these people. NEA just abuse their power like it's their father's company, you know. They just come in, just barge in like that. Even the police never explained to my wife about if they can search the house or not. You can search the house. Where's your court order? And what gives you the thinking or the confidence that there's a party inside? You guys came in, don't have what? Only one person. No noise, no nothing. And on the camera I caught. You guys, yeah, you may be wearing masks, but most of you didn't have social distancing. Some of you didn't stand 1 meter apart. Some of you were very close together. So is NEA who's catching people for gathering or social distancing? They can catch people, but they can do it. Everything was caught on camera to the four person that is going to watch this. If you watch this lah, all right. So I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed of NEA. I'm very disappointed of the police force. You know, for the police force, it's very simple. You come in, I saw you in front of this door, you on your camera, but you just stand at the door. You don't record everything that's happening inside the house when they were questioning my wife. So you open the camera for what?
Towards the end of the inspection, the female occupant went to retrieve her IC from the next room, with one of the safe distancing enforcement officers following after to take down the details. A police officer and the female safe distancing enforcement officer joined them to the next room shortly after.
I'm not going to question the police, like, we are in Singapore, we cannot question the police, I'm a good citizen. But the NEA, I don't think you follow protocol. Number one, you just barge in like that. Without, without documentation. And, because I have proof, everything is recorded, the camera inside and outside. So, if you want to make this video viral, make it viral. But to me, I think you guys did the wrong thing. No protocol, you guys also don't have social distancing. You guys never explain properly. You guys just barge in, This is the barrier. You just barge in like that. There's a doorbell here. Your parents never teach you the doorbell. You must doorbell first before the owner to come up. You work NEA because why? You must be smart people, right? That's why you work NEA. Unless NEA employs stupid 4 clowns like you lah. So if this video reaches to you guys, it's good that it reaches to you guys. You guys very lucky I wasn't in the house. Because if I was in the house, things would be very different. So I'm very disappointed in NEA. I'm very disappointed in the police for not handling the situation better. Look, I was one of the person who voted for the current government because I believe in our leaders. Because I believe that the current leaders will lead us into a more prosperous nation, like how they did in COVID very well. They did the COVID planning, the contingency plan to make COVID a better place for all of us. All right?
UI said that the inspection was completed in less than 10 minutes and that the officers left to inspect other homes in the area after making sure that nobody else was in Mr. Nick Mikhail's house.
I did nothing wrong. You guys came. My wife gave my number to you guys. You guys got no courtesy to call me. Even the police also got no courtesy to call me back to explain the situation. Doesn't mean you guys are government. You guys can do whatever you like. Because, this house not your father's pay. I pay. Alright? So this is my disappointment for tonight.
The safe distancing enforcement officers and police officers were polite towards the female occupant and treated her with respect throughout the inspection, said UI.